It's thinking. Oh, there we go.
All right. It says we are live. So we're just going to get this up, give people a chance to find us. So it should be right up there.
All right. It says we
Yay.
are live.
Okay. I can hear myself. So that's good. Okay. So as people are finding us, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing, starting a watch party, do hashtag live if you're here. And yeah, you can do hashtag live if you're here. And then you can do hashtag replay if you're catching us on the replay. Your comments. Ooh, cool. Okay. So we'll do that. That's we are on a new streaming service too. So we are now officially on Facebook and on YouTube. So look out, world, because Mom on a Mission is going crazy. So we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're in Michigan, we're in Canada today with Jeannette and Elizabeth, right? Yes. That is her helper. And I'm super excited that we're doing this today. We're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to have a lot going on. They're going to be showing us how to cook a parfait today, right? And all the different versions, variations, we can do that. And then on the side of it, we're going to be talking a bit about just developing life skills for kids and how Jeannette does that through cooking. So I'm super excited about it. Again, if you're here, do hashtag live or hashtag replay if you're here. And we'll try to make sure we say hi to everybody. You know how we start the show? I start every day with a positive. So I'm going to say, oh, hi, Barb. So if you have a positive, if you want to just go ahead and go on and write what your positive is today. Jeannette, I'm going to let you girls go first and tell us what's something positive that happened to you today.
So what's something positive that would happen today? What did you do special today? Well, did you do an arts and craft? Yeah. You did a pretty cool arts and craft. Do you want to show it to anyone? Yeah?
Ooh,
so
yeah.
She did an amazing arts and crafts. It's actually really impressive, and I'm going to replicate it in one of my classes. For me, my positive is that, I'm here today. That's my positive. So she made this with paper bags. She did this at
my
class.
Gosh, that is amazing.
I am so impressed. How did you do it, Elizabeth?
You need 10 plastic bags like these, and then you need a hole puncher, scissors, and glue.
Yes. So yeah, she did that. I mean, it's like math skills. It's like everything all in one.
That is amazing.
Yes, and you have to practice how to hole punch. So isn't that pretty cool? I'm impressed with this.
That is awesome. And then
you're gonna put lights in it after?
Cool. I want to see pictures.
Yeah.
And then Lorna's on. Laura said hello. She said, hey, Lizzie. So I'm wondering if you guys know Lorna. So we're super excited to have everybody. And again, if you have a positive, just go ahead and put it in the chat. We're here to celebrate and just find our wins today. Mine would be, I got to go around, my poor kids, we were running around for like 3.5 hours and they got a Frosty for it. But we ran around and we gave a bunch of gifts and prizes that people have won already and made sure that they got them. So I was super excited for that. And I got to see some moms, and it's always a good thing because I get to meet just amazing people, kind of hear their stories and hear about them. And we just have some amazing people that watch and support this. So I'm so excited. That was definitely my positive, on top of having you guys here as well and everything working. Hey, Brianna. Hey, girl. And then I see Harley's watching too. And so if you guys have positives, put them down in the comments. We're just kind of doing a little intro. Feel free to start a watch party or share with your friends too. We are streaming on Facebook and on YouTube tonight. Woo! And so we're super excited. And I'm going to let Jeannette kind of introduce herself a little bit because I'm super excited to have her here today.
All right, so that's it. My name is Jeannette. I offer cooking courses and workshops for kids and for adults as well. The reason why I started this because after 20 years of working in the food service industry, I had a job where I was a residence manager at a university here in Montreal, and I noticed there was like these incredibly intelligent students who were getting their masters in engineering, doing some incredible stuff, but they didn't even know how to cook an egg. You know, had no life skills whatsoever. And slowly with that, I started to realize that there was a real need for this. You know, this wasn't just an option. This was something that, because of the everything, all the changes that happen, you know, we're losing a lot of those life skills.
Yeah.
Here in Canada, our home ec programs no longer exist in high school. So, you know, I realized that there was a need for it. So I started going into the high schools, after school programs, and I started teaching the kids how to cook. You know, so I started with there. I saw that there was a real need and a real you know, something that was really important. So I started with that. And of course, you know, I want to give a good shout out to the Girl Guides because one of the things that I did was I also volunteer for Girl Guides, which is Girl Scouts in the States. And there, you know, I'm volunteering my time because I love working with kids and adults, and you learn so much stuff there. So I went and I started learning skills there, and I kind of sandwiched the two skills together, and we got, you know, teaching kids how to cook, and it goes from there. So now I teach in person through the community centers, and I also teach online. I have a whole brand new online program that can reach out to people like in Michigan
Yeah.
and all these, you know, different places. Idaho, I had someone in Newfoundland last week. It was just absolutely amazing. It's a
My
chance for
girls.
kids to connect. So it was really amazing.
Yeah, my girls just did your sugar cookie class. And it was so much fun, and they got on, and that's actually how we met, was through a leadership class for you starting to take your courses online. And so I was super excited because you started in your community, and then COVID hit and you took it online. And I just saw it was so great. And then you have your little one helping you out, so like just another way to just, you know, connect and bond with your kids while showing them life skills, which is just amazing. I also want to say hi to Heidi and hi to Ellen today too. I see we have more people on. As you're on, if you go ahead and put hashtag live if you're here, and then we'll see you show up in the comments, and we'll make sure that we get you in here. And I did put the resource guide for what is your girls is the World Association of Girl Guides, and for us it's Girl Scouts. And my girls are in Girl Scouts too, and that's something we found out that we had in common. Elizabeth, what are you? Are you a brownie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. We have, Elizabeth is a brownie. My other daughter, Sage, she's in guides. And my oldest daughter, Victoria, is now going to Pathfinders. So
Ooh.
it's, we're pretty proud, and we're proud of everything, you know. So.
Well, here, I'm pretty excited because the only thing I've had close to this is when poor Jennifer tried to show me how to put my hair up in a wrap of like a few weeks ago, and it was pretty funny. But you guys are on another level of showing us how to do this. So we're going to be talking about you know, the things that, like, you know, empowering your kids and teaching them life skills. And then you guys are actually going to be showing us, when you are doing your courses, how you go about it a bit. And we're going to be making parfaits, and I'm going to be trying very rustically to do it in my bedroom while you guys are doing it in your beautiful, amazing setup there. And so we're just going to kind of follow along and just kind of talk. So, and then I want to make sure people know too, we're going to be doing a giveaway, and it's actually, we're giving away classes to Jeannette's course. And I don't want to mispronounce the name of your thing because you are very fancy with the French, and I want to make sure I don't want to mispronounce it and murder it. So,
all right. So the company is called Epiculiste. Okay. So you see here, epi means Epicurean. So it's a lover of good food, and then culinaire or culinary is like making, cooking, and ist is a specialist. So when you specialize in something. So that's how I created the name Epiculiste. So that's how we pronounce it. But you can say it however you want.
well, and we're going to be giving away, I think it's 5 on the live and then 10 on the replay. And I'll tell you towards the end how to get that. But we will get started too. So I'm just going to have you kind of go along with it, and I'll try and follow along from here. I want Elizabeth to get started because she has been just amazingly patient, and she's our little like assistant star tonight, and so I was super excited. And we're gonna have her do that, and then just kind of talk as we go, right? And then if you have questions as we go or comments, just go ahead and put it in, because we're, that's what this whole thing is about, is answering questions and just bringing ideas for moms all around the world now, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So, so what I'm going to start off with is that one of the things I really notice is that, myself included, because I have 3 kids, hectic job and everything, that a lot of times parents are too busy to be able to cook with their kids. Parents also don't know how to cook, so they get kind of nervous with it. And sometimes parents don't always have a planned meal. So therefore, during the week, when the child wants to go in and help out and everything, they can't do it because everything is a little bit more, it's a little too hectic, which is, everything that I'm saying is 100% totally and completely, realistic for every single one of us, like myself included. We're hectically running around everywhere. So, I've developed a certain amount of tricks to try and help manage the different, give tricks and everything to try and help with with organizing time to be able to actually teach your child to cook and ultimately teach other things. So that's it. So, sometimes also single parents, that's the other one, is that if you're a single parent or you're a parent also working different shifts as well, one's working a day shift, so one's working a night shift, that, that really causes that's a lot, very challenging. So we're going to get started onto doing the recipe, okay? And so what we're going to do is that we are actually going to be making a quick cheesecake parfait. I made this recipe in my in-person kids class during the winter, and the kids absolutely loved it. So they loved it because I also have the principal concepts. So this is like the core of the program that I have. So the principal concepts teach the basic concepts of how to do the recipe, but also it offers switch ups. So the kids really got excited about this because then they got a chance to actually be creative. So kids are very creative. They love to do something themselves and everything. So this was something that they really enjoyed. So I am going to be doing the cheesecake parfait, and you are going to be doing which type?
I am cheating. I am using what was in my fridge, because sometimes that's what we do even when we want to have fun with our kids. So I am doing a banana cream flavored yogurt, and it's going to be super easy because I'm going to scoop it. So we're going to watch you do your amazingness, and I am using this.
But this is, so this is awesome. This is like a perfect example of how adaptable recipes are. We shouldn't see a recipe as something very rigid. You can see a recipe as something flexible. And when you understand that it's flexible and adaptable, that's when you actually can get really creative. And that's when the real cooking skills come out. So we're going to start with this. Elizabeth is going to be doing the cooking and everything. So she's got her pretty hefty duty KitchenAid here. Thingamabobby. It's your thingamabobby? Okay, so first we're going to be starting with cream cheese. Okay? So here's a spoon. You're going to put the cream cheese in this bowl, not that one. Yeah, that's the cream cheese. So the cream cheese, I've had it out for about half an hour. It should be softened so that way it can actually be whisked well. And then what we're going to be doing is adding strawberry jam. Now, I'm pretty lucky. I have my mom who loves making jam, lemon curd, and everything else. So this is actually one of my mom's homemade strawberry jam.
We need to become closer friends, and I need to meet your mother. I need to get on her jam gift list. Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh no, I think we're getting this. Okay. Hopefully she's coming right back here, guys. We're getting it through. Sorry. Okay. If you're joining us now, I've got Jeannette, and she is running a online cooking school for kids where she does classes and courses. It looks like she got popped out really quick. Hopefully she's going to be popping right back in. And if you are just logging on, we're making a parfait, and she's going to be jumping, I'm sure, right back on here really quick. And this is just the beauty of life, and this is what we're dealing with here. So we'll get her right back. And we're talking about the difficulty of teaching kids simple meals, and how teaching them those basic life skills is really helping to empower them to be greater adults. And so, and strong leaders. And it's something that we used to learn in home ec classes, and we used to get more in school. And it's something that we are kind of realizing that maybe parents could have an easier time instilling in them now. So yeah, we're just waiting on her. Hopefully she gets right back in. She was getting ready to soften her cream cheese, and I am doing the not as fancy version where I have a protein yogurt that I'm using. And it's just what I have around the house, because sometimes that's just what you have to do. And so we're just waiting on her really quick. She's gonna pop right back in, and we'll get her inside, or get her back in on this. And then sorry guys, it's live, so this is what happens, right? It's what happens. She's probably talking to her mom about getting strawberry jam. Yes, thank you, Lorna. I would need to get, if Jeanette's mom watches this and you have a jam list, like a Christmas list or something, I will do what it takes to get on it. Okay, she's Girl Scout lady, so I will order Girl Scout cookies, or I will sign my kids up for 10 more classes. That should be a thing. That should be a giveaway for you, Jeannette. Every kid that you go on. Yay, she's back on. Okay, guys. Hello, I got you. Okay. That's all right. We're good. This is live.
Got back on. So
good. Thank you.
We've put the cream cheese and the strawberry jam. We put it in the mixer. Okay, and we are going to go to speed 2. Okay, so 2 right here. Okay.
And this
so while this is mixing, we are going to do our graham crust.
Ooh.
So, as I mentioned in the principal concepts, you could switch it up. So, which one are you doing? What cookies are you doing?
Okay, well, I did choices. So I got either a chocolate granola bar, a sugar cookie, actually from when my girls was doing your class. They just did a sugar cookie class with you. And so I have one of their sugar cookies they gave me. Or I have gluten-free, like I actually have Girl Scout cookies because shameless plug. But I like for gluten-free, you can adjust them to whatever your needs are. So I have those were my ones. So I'm probably going to try the sugar cookie because it might be easier, or I might do like a mix of them and just put them together and see what happens here.
Yeah, that's it. That's like the great thing with working with kids. It's an experiment, right? And
Right?
that's how you get actually the kids to try different foods and try new things and everything. The other thing to try get kids trying new things is that get them into the kitchen. You got to get them involved, but you have to be strategic with this. So if you're actually getting the kids involved while you're stressed in the kitchen, it's not the right time.
Well, and one of the things that I know about you is that you've talked about how one of the best ways that you can get kids involved is by pre-planning a little bit. And we did a show on kind of meal planning and even just setting up a little bit ahead of time. So like you set up ahead of time, this is what I do obviously when I set up last minute. But when you set up ahead of time, it makes it a lot easier, right?
Yeah. So the two rules, the two sentences that I use a lot is plan ahead and keep it real. When it comes to kids, it's the two things that you always land up coming back to it. So plan ahead and keep it real. So whatever, if you're going to be cooking with kids, you also need to you have to choose the right time. So that's the planning. So choose it on a day off, whether it's during the week or on the weekend or wherever. Choose the right time to do it. And then also keep it real, as in keep it what your kids are capable of doing, based on their skill set and also based on their interests and their capabilities and their age. Take that into account. You always want to make sure it's a fun and engaging experience for the kids, but you do have to have a little bit of organization, and that's where the parent comes into it.
Nice.
So this, okay, you're going to, okay, so we did, on the recipe it said for shortbread, but we actually did ginger cookies. So we're going to try how it's going to work. So you're going to pour this in. Okay, so this is like a graham crust, right? You could use graham crust, you could use shortbread, you could use ginger cookies, you could use Oreo, Girl Guide cookies, you name it. Yeah, that's it. You could use whatever you want.
I don't know if you can hear me like smashing it on over here. I'm like smashing it on my desk.
Oh, so. Yeah, and the other thing for kids, what they love, and you use kid energy. So you put the cookies in a plastic bag, and you just let them burn that energy. So you let them smash it out and everything, Go ahead, this is the time that they can have fun with it. All right, so we've got the cookies that are in there. Good. It does smell good. So now we're going to be adding brown sugar. Okay, so you could pour it in. Okay. Oop. Yeah, well, you know what? Brown sugar, there's a couple of tricks for brown sugar. Have you noticed brown sugar always gets hard?
Yeah.
There's a couple of tricks with this. Now, the classic trick that I know for a long time is actually put a piece of bread. So an end of a bread, you put the bread in the brown sugar, and it will absorb the moisture, and you'll be able to work with the brown sugar again. But many people have gluten intolerance or a gluten allergy, so they can't do that. So what do they do? Well, the other option as well is actually a piece of apple. It does the exact same thing, and that's a gluten-free option. That's like a safer option for those who do not eat any food or any bread with gluten or anything like that. So now what you're going to do is that you're going to break it up, okay? Now,
and then I want to say Carolyn said, what a cute assistant. Great job, Lizzie.
She is doing pretty good. So, yeah, the thing is that There's a few things, okay? Obviously, especially during COVID right now, we obviously have to wash our hands ahead of time and everything.
Yeah.
So you always make sure your kids are washing their hands and they follow the proper procedures with that. But the other thing that you have to do before you start cooking with them is that you actually have to make an agreement with them that as long as they cook, they need to also clean up. Because
Nice.
cleaning up is actually part of accountability, and we need to teach our kids accountability. So the rule is that you want to cook, you clean up, and it's an agreement that you need to make beforehand, and it needs to be followed through.
Nice.
So what I do with that, one of the tricks with that is a chart. So I have, like in the program that I have a chart, and that every time they have this, every time they check this off, and if they do 5 classes, I will personally, because I'm a girl guider, right? I will personally send the child a crest, a Girl Guide, like an actual crest for cooking and everything, with a personal note saying, "Well done, you've actually followed through with your cleanup and responsibilities and everything."
That is
Okay,
amazing.
so
And that's something easily that you could do too. I mean, beyond just you cooked it, you clean it, and then you get to eat it, but like that extra little special thing is awesome.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, the kids love the idea, and it's like such a great goal, and it costs nothing for the parents. It's basically that whole thing, that whole concept is really actually supporting the parents in the process. Because parents can be a bit terrified saying, I want to cook, but I don't want to spend hours cleaning up while my child runs off somewhere. No, it's accountability. They do need to actually, clean up and everything. So we have here melted butter, okay? So she's going to pour it in. No, you're not going to drink it. It smells good.
Why is it yellow?
Well, butter is yellow. So we're going to actually only pour half of it right now, okay? And now what you're going to do is that you're going to mix it, okay? Now
Nice.
I'm going to put the mixer on again for a quick, and it's going to go really loud, but it's going to do a quick stir, and then everything will be ready.
Look at that mixer. That's cool.
All right, so we're almost done. This is a really easy thing to do. Can I just check? Sorry? It does look like a oatmeal a little bit, right? So I'm only going to use about half the butter for now. But we have a very classic graham crust, right? So it's something that you press down and everything. Everything is, you can eat it straight away because this is a no-cook recipe. Now, so now we actually have getting to the fun part where we get to assemble things, right? So I have actually 2 sets of glasses. And the reason why I actually chose these glasses, now we can get all fancy and use champagne glasses and everything, but the reason why I chose these 2 types of glasses is because they're actually very wide. So when you're working with kids, it's actually good to have a glass that's really wide, so it's easier for them, right? So remember, we're always applying something based on their skill set. So, if they're young and they're still working on their coordination skills, a wide glass like this. So I have a wide one like this. It's actually very firm so that, there'll be less, chances of it spilling and everything and kids crying. So, it's practical, it looks good, and you get to see the layers. The other one I have is a little bit more fancy. It's a martini glass.
Yeah.
So I chose this one because, again, it's wide. It's easier. Oh, you chose it? Okay, so she chose it. So it's wide and it's easier to pour things. However, it's a little bit more, like there's more chance that it's going to fall. So you want to choose that based on if it's older kids, if they already have good coordination, you choose that. So I'm going to let Elizabeth, which one do you want to do? The ultimate question. Which glass will you choose?
Fancy one.
The fancy one. Okay, so we're going to make sure that it doesn't move around, okay?
Yeah.
So again, getting your kids engaged, asking them questions, giving them, empowering them to actually ask what they want to do. You know, that is really important.
And I did.
So,
I have a wine glass because it's kind of my thing, but it's also the wine glass I used on my what's that, the bachelorette night.
that is awesome. That is awesome.
So that's what I have, and it's not wide, nor is it like, yeah, it's a glass. So that's one of the boxes that was checked.
Yeah, no, that's it. Like, again, it's all about adapting. It's all about getting creative. And this is what the fun thing about cooking, and especially cooking with kids, is that you can get creative. And and the other thing is that another point that I want to make is that we're all human, right? So we want to plan something.
Monkey.
We're monkeys. We're monkeys. So we want to plan everything, you know, and we always want to have this dream of having this wonderful expectation of working with kids and teaching your child how to cook and all this kind of stuff. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. You know, like you don't have to be, you know, go hard on yourself if it just doesn't work out. You know,
Let it go.
Yeah, everyone, including myself, we've all had our moments where it's, you know, it hasn't worked, you know, and that's the way it is. But when it doesn't work, you learn from it, right?
Yeah.
So it's not something that you really should be sweating about. So now we're going to actually start, okay, doing the layers. Okay, so we got some spoons here.
Oh no, the only spoon for this water.
Well, that's just a little bit of the butter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just pretending.
Oh, you're just pretending? Okay.
Yeah, she smells like
It actually smells like butter. Do you like butter?
yeah.
No? Don't like butter. Okay, so what you're going to do,
I'm gonna scoop it up and put it in.
yeah, just a little bit, okay? Well, a little bit more. You can go a bit. Oh, okay. So there we go. So we're just going to, as you see, I'm just spreading it out. Okay, I'm gonna do mine because you know I get to do mine as well.
So do I need to save it for another layer? Is there going to be more than one layer, or am I packing pretty much this in the bottom?
Actually, what you do at this point, the graham crust is actually it serves 4, so you should be putting it in 4 glasses. So I've got my 4 glasses here. The graham crust doesn't usually go anywhere else. It stays on the bottom.
Nice.
Okay. So now also the other thing is that my glasses are a little bit wider. That does affect things, but you know, no worries, right? You want to press it down? Okay, so now, sorry, there's not a lot in here. Well, we do what we can. Well, it's technically 4, right? So now I'm going to. It's actually 5. So the math skills are working. So the other thing, I'm doing this backwards, which I don't normally do. There we go. The other thing is that, so cooking isn't only, it's not only cooking, you know, it's math skills, it's problem solving skills, it's team building. If you have children who have specific needs, or if you have if your child has attention issues, or if your children are not interested, that when you have situations like that, yeah, it's good. When you have situations like that, all you need to do is take that time. Again, it comes back to the 2 phrases: the plan and keep it real. So plan some time with your child and keep it realistic based on their skill set. So if you do have kids with ADHD, or if you have kids with special needs or anything like that, you know, you can do it, and you should teach your children how to cook. All right, so now we've done the graham crust, and so now what we're going to do is that we are actually going to start putting the cheesecake topping. There we go.
That enough?
You see, you put the bowl down at the right time, because just as you put the bowl down, I had a place to actually put my whisk.
Okay.
Sure.
It's not even.
It's okay. Maybe there's someone who doesn't like the graham crust and they would appreciate it. So now, as you see, okay, so if you guys can actually see close up, it is the cream cheese and the jam mixed together. Okay?
Nice.
It is really good. So simple. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and then after that you're going to do the rest, okay? So this actually goes in multiple layers, okay? So you don't want to put all of it all at once.
Yeah.
So all you're doing is putting one layer here,
That's my
okay?
favorite color.
That's your favorite color. And now I'm going to let you do the rest, okay? Okay. Now at this, yeah, I'm giving you space here. Yes.
I'm invested in this. I'm trying to do my best here.
How are you doing? So you got the yogurt on the middle?
I'm gonna do one with.
See?
Awesome, awesome. So in the recipe, it calls for a coulis. You can either have a purchased coulis or you can make one. I actually just made a little bit where it was like some of the jam and a little bit of water on it. And what I'm going to do here is that I'm actually going to pour this on. Now, you don't have to, if you don't have coulis, you can actually put strawberries on. So you can layer your fruit.
I have strawberries.
Sorry?
I said I have strawberries.
Yes.
Good.
So I've actually put a little bit of coulis on there, and I put some strawberries on there.
I'm just.
Ooh, okay. All right, so you're okay?
Oops.
Okay, it'll be okay. So let's do this one.
I want to do.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you were talking about kids with challenges, and that's something that you actually specialize in because it's kind of close to your heart, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's important for me, you know, with kids with, I actually work with organizations, with kids with special needs and everything, because it's something that I'm invested in. It's something that I feel it's important. I have family that do have with kids with special needs and everything. So I actually am part of a program where it's called Access To. It's a national program throughout Canada, and what it is that it's a program to be able to offer services for individuals who also require a shadow. Because normally in this situation, they are paying, if they have an entrance fee, they have to pay double, all right? And it's really not fair that they specifically have to pay double. So this is a program where the person with the special needs, they get in and their shadow actually gets in for free. So that is the program that I'm actually participating in, and I'm active in that.
I covered it.
Ooh, you covered it. Awesome.
I covered the thing, but there's still
It's okay. So you can actually put some coulis now. Okay?
Oh.
And you were talking about you were talking about like the challenge badges. Is that you had talked to me about something? It's called like Younga.
Yeah, actually, because Girl Guides, so the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, they have a whole bunch of programming, right? And it's fantastic programming, and you can actually visit it. We're going to send the link online. And they have some great programs. They have a specific program on nutrition, and these little booklets that they give out, this is in conjunction with the United Nations. It's called Younga. And in these booklets, there's tons packed with activities. And they have multiple types of activities that it goes from everything from like conservation to environment to helping end poverty, you know, all sorts of really good stuff. So it's really engaging. You're mixing it? Okay. All right. So now I've got all of this. I put another layer. So now I am going to put a little bit of coulis. I'm going to do this one.
Oh, I want to do that one too.
You want to do that one too? Okay. I'm going to keep it a sample. So, and then I'm going to put some strawberries on.
I'm cleaning the bowl right now.
I think I'm going to take that for this one, okay? So, there we go. And then after that, I am going to, yes, you could put some strawberries.
This is going to be mine.
That's going to be yours? Yeah, you're pretty proud of it, right?
I'm putting as much as
She's doing a lovely job. I just have to say, Elizabeth, you are a rock star.
So one of the other tricks that you could do is having a recipe book for your children. And again, with the program that I'm launching is that we have the recipes, but we also have activities, right?
Is this enough strawberries?
That is enough strawberries.
I put a ton of strawberries on the
And now you're going to put some of the coulis? Okay.
What is this?
Coulis, it's a mixture of strawberries, and it's been warmed up, and then with the syrup and everything. It's very good. It's delicious. So you're going to put that on. So that's it. Like having a recipe book and having having a way to create a memorable, you know, collection of recipes with the photos. You know, kids love to show off their special stuff.
I'm going to make my sisters.
Okay, you're going to make your sisters?
And then I'm going to make my dad.
Okay, well, I'm just going to finish this one off. So this one's going to be the presentation.
Ooh.
Okay?
And this one's going to be dad.
That's going to be your dad's?
And then I'm making my sisters.
That's very nice of you.
And then
Okay. So.
And they made mine.
I made mine. Okay, so we're good to go. So this is what I have here. It's very simple, okay? It tastes great. I mean, the cream cheese and the strawberry jam, it really does taste of cheesecake. So what you could do as well, options, you can actually do a little bit of whipped cream on top if you wanted to. You could put a mint on top. You know, there's all sorts of things. And the other thing is that you can, like we said, you can switch it up. So you could change. No, thank you. You could keep going. So you could choose different fruits, different sort of dairy options. You know, sometimes I know in Canada we have sweetened coconut oil. Coconut yogurt, sorry, not oil.
Oh, okay.
That is an option as well. So, you know, you can get creative with it.
I don't think I did too bad. I mean, I've got my graham
That
crackers.
looks fantastic. That looks really good.
If I can do it, your kids can do it. I just have to say to everybody watching, if I can do it, your kid. If I can do it in my bedroom with a pot and like a spoon and a bachelorette style glass, you can do it with your kids.
Absolutely. No, it's and you know what? Doing something like this, especially with the yogurt.
Can I do my own?
You could finish this, okay? You're gonna finish that one. So you can, with the yogurt and the fruits and everything, you don't have to use the graham crackers if you want, but you know, your kids in the morning, they want to eat and you're tired and you still haven't figured out everything, you're busy. Tell them to make a parfait because now they know how to do it. And so they're going to go and get their strawberries. They're going to go and get their yogurt. And, you know, they can actually get something creative. They can even sprinkle granola on top of it, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah. So you know, they are now empowered to make their own breakfast. You know, how
I'm
good is
making it
that?
by myself.
That's like my daughter. I was talking today. Ooh, Lorna says it looks exotic. um we I was talking to somebody today about that, and the fact that my daughter like raced me to the kitchen this morning because we taught her how to make eggs. So as long as we're in the house, as long as somebody is near, she's 11 and she can make scrambled eggs for the whole family. And so she like raced me and she's like, Mom, we're not doing cereal today. I'm making eggs for the family. And I actually got a little extra cuddle time with my little guy because I didn't have to worry about breakfast. And she was like making breakfast for everybody. And then when she started that, my oldest started making toast and buttering toast. And I'm like, I got a full service breakfast and I didn't need to do anything. And they wanted to do it and they loved it. And it like, they were so proud of it. It was so awesome.
It is. It really is. The more if you take the time to teach the kids how to do it, they are empowered and they will do it themselves. And then they go to school and they brag. They brag about how, you know, amazing their food is and everything, and all the things that they do. It really is an amazing experience to actually witness. So it's well worth it.
Well, I've been putting in resources and everything as we go along too. So everybody, if there's ones that you missed or if there's ones that you need, I want to say hi to people that have been coming through too. We had Jennifer that came on. We had Curtis and Teresa. Hello, Teresa. And we're just going through. We've been making these amazing parfaits. So if you didn't catch it, you'll want to go through it as well. And then I'll actually be posting like the guide that we were using too. And I think I already did put stuff inside of the Work Like a Mother program. And then I put your Facebook information on there. And talk about your classes a little bit, because I want to make sure people know, because that's what we're giving away tonight. I'm going to be giving 5 away live, and then we're giving away 10 on the replay. And so give them a little clue about doing it or about how it goes.
So basically, I've started doing online classes that is through OutSchool. OutSchool is a very secure platform that is designed to teach kids all about different life skills, everything from math to art, you name it. They have all sorts of stuff. So I actually decided to go through them. And I've created what we call it the kitchen science club. So what it is that it's an actual whole entire program where the children, they sign up to the classes. They can sign up to a multitude of different classes through me, through the kitchen science club. And basically what they're doing is that they gain the skills to be able to collect their recipes. So they're all in the standard same format. So they start off where they have a specific recipe. So for example, we're doing a lemon and cardamom pound cake in July 2nd. We're going to be doing that one. That one I'm specifically excited about because within that, they are actually learning about the spice trade. So they learn about the history and everything. They learn about all sorts of different things. Why is it called a pound cake? You know, things like that. So they get when you sign up, they get a whole entire checklist, which is like brilliant. You know, it's a lifesaver for parents, right? So the parents want to have the kids sign up for these things. So this checklist covers everything that the parent needs to do to make sure that everything's set up. And if your child's old enough and is a reader and everything, they can go and set everything up there. Then they also have different optional activities that are related to the program. So they have different activities that they can do on the time, and the whole entire time, the idea is to actually create a memorable cookbook. So it's not just the recipe; it's the activities that they did. So they have a section where they can take a photo or draw a photo of their completed completed recipe. So they have that. And then also we have, like I mentioned, we have a star system. So a reward system. So I call it the Michelin star tracker. So it's like so the Michelin stars and everything. And so what they have to do is that they have to actually complete certain tasks. And in there, that's actually part of the task is cleaning up. And so the parents have to check off to say what they've actually done. And if they've completed this checklist and they've completed everything after 5 classes, like I said, they get a badge. And they get a badge sent to them with a little personalized letter from me saying, you know, congratulations, you've done this. So, you know, that's another thing that's helping out the parents, because the parents do need to back off and they say, okay, no, you have to clean up. And if they have cleaned up, parents check it off. And then, you know, and as they go along, they earn this badge. And they get to put their badge, they can put it onto their apron or whatever. You know, it's fun. It's a nice accomplishment. So we have all of that sort of set up, that the whole entire program. And it's, you know, it's just a lot of fun. So we have oatmeal cookies that are coming up. And like I said, we have the cardamom spice trade. The lemon cardamom pound cake, which is going to be revolving around the spice trade. So there you go.
I saw that. That looks super fancy. I'm super excited about that. And one of the things my girls loved a lot was you actually communicate with the parents. We were very informed before your course. We knew exactly what to expect. We knew exactly what was there. It was super easy for the kids. And then they got to do intro videos from where they were from. And you had like a kid from the Netherlands there. You guys were from Canada. There was other states that were there. And then my girls from Michigan. And it was really awesome because they got to figure out where everybody was from and like kind of have an intro and give them that like international awesome feel there too.
Yeah, it is. It's like global adventures. Like we did in that class, we did global adventures. So we talked about where they were from, but we also talked about where they want to go, what country they wanted to visit. And again, it all gets printed out. You put it in the binder. We even have like a cover page where they get to color it in and everything. It's fun and interactive for the kids, and it's well organized to help the parents. So that's the important thing. So there you go.
I want to get with the go ahead with the live giveaway, and then we'll talk about how they can win on the replay. Elizabeth has been amazing, and we've been on for a little bit, and I want to be I just want to thank everybody for their time here and spending it with us. I was super excited to share Jeannette and her beautiful daughter there. I just every time I talk to you, I like
the taste test.
Yeah. Is it good? 2 thumbs?
Yeah. It is very good.
Well,
and you know what? Well, you see here, it may not be perfect, but that's okay. They're engaged, they're having fun, they're having a great time, and they're learning so much in the process. So
it's real.
You're happy. Yeah, you're happy.
Well, so if Elizabeth can help me out, we had 14 people that were on live right now. And so if she can give me 5 numbers between 1 and 14.
5 numbers. Okay, so pick a number.
8.
8.
Okay.
10.
11.
11.
13.
13.
And
1.
Ooh, okay. All right. So hold on. I'm just going 10. Okay. 14. Okay. I have the 5 winners. So if you are a winner, what you can do is you can private message me. I'll try and tag them in the comments because I understand that we're parents and sometimes we have to go and come back. So we will make sure that I've got you guys on there. And then, so I'm going to announce these winners. I've got Lorna Barrow, and I apologize if I'm murdering names. Brianna Ridgway, Heidi Whipple, Torrance Sloan, and Michelle Tyson. And so those are our 5 live winners. And we still have, and so what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to choose which of the 2 courses that she has coming up. And so it will either be the oatmeal cookies or the lemon cardamom pound cake. And so that kind of helps with like different dates and different levels. If you have a kid that you can give that to, that you would like to participate in that, it's just an amazing experience for them. There's still 10 to give away, 10 slots to give away, because Jeannette has been amazing and just is letting me just like give. I feel like Ellen and Oprah. So all you have to do to get in that is you just need to either tag a friend in this post or share it, but make sure you share it on public. Everybody did an amazing job on my last one. Then we had Bringing Hope and Love, which, by the way, I did get her donation, her $50 donation today, to help with her ministry. And it was super excited. It was super exciting. So if you just tag a friend or share it in public, or share it publicly, I will draw the winner at Sunday. It goes until 4 o'clock, so it's usually a little bit after that I do that. And then next week too, I'm super excited because we're gonna actually, Michelle, you've won one, and then she's going to be on next week because she's doing amazing things in her community. We're kind of like theming all of this with building your community, and really with things like you're doing, Jeannette, it's building the community. You're building strong, self-sufficient leaders, and you're helping build the community. You started this in a community center, and now we're just widening the pool for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Going global. It's a lot of fun. It's really exciting.
So if you have any questions, all you have to do is just, I put a ton of resources in here too, but you could just message me, message Jeannette. You can put questions in here. If you are on the, if you are in the replay, we'll go through and we'll try to answer questions as we go. Feel free to just get a hold of either one of us. We're just super excited and super passionate about this and getting these messages and these missions out here. And Heidi, you just need to message me, and then I'll get with Jeannette and figure out what we're going to do. Or do you want them to message you, or do you want them to message me if they're the winners?
It's up to you. Whichever one. I mean, whichever one works. So
okay. Any excuse I get to talk to Jeannette, I'm all for. So if you connect with me, I will get the information to her as well. I'll just need like your name and your address. You can message me at my page, Wild Jessie Consulting, and I will get with you. You can also go to my website, which is www.wildjessie.com, and then I put the links for Jeannette's too, of her website, and you can follow her on Facebook. She's on Instagram. She has amazing resources. You actually do classes for adults as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so I wanted to make sure to remember that too.
In person, but I'm also building an online platform for adults, because I've had requests for that, because sometimes adults want to cook at 10 o'clock at night, and so they said, we want online. I said, okay. So we're going to be building that platform soon.
Well, as always, I'm super excited for all the support. Thank you for everybody who is watching tonight. Thank you for taking your time. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you for taking your time. I value that and I appreciate that. I'm so happy that I've gotten to share this time with Jeannette and Elizabeth and Brian behind the camera. Thank you. Because, behind every great woman, there's also a great man usually. So in our cases, it's our tech guys. And so I want to thank you to them, and again, feel free to join our group, Work Like a Mother, and just if you have any questions, if you need any support at all and you're struggling, just contact me, contact somebody, get with a group. I've got lots of resources on my page for parents and for moms and for dads. And just remember, when you're trying to do it all, you do not have to do it all alone. Okay, we are here for you, and I am always here to support you. And thank you so much. You guys have a beautiful Thursday night. Enjoy it with your families. Thank you for spending time with us, and have just a great rest of your week. Okay. And then Jeannette, thank you so much. Elizabeth, thank you.
All right. Take care. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being here.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.